Hello, my name is Rich. I use the he, him pronouns. You're watching my YouTube channel where I play amazing tabletop role-playing games with friends. Saturday here as we play, therefore it must be Star Wars Saturdays, which is an ongoing anthology campaign of tabletop RPGs I've been running for 6 years now, where I take different indie small press or sometimes OSR, but rarely OSO, mostly indie stuff, hack it, reskin it, or just say, hey, this is in Star Wars now. And over 100 different RPGs played in the Star Wars universe, none of which are official Star Wars tabletop RPGs, because everything can be a little Star Wars. In fact, I recently saw like someone talking excitedly about a new game, and I'm like, oh, I could play that in Star Wars, even though it's supposed to be in a gunpowder republic. That sounds Star Warsy, right? It could all be Star Wars. We are in the final, like the winter phase of a quarterly, meaning we run it over 3 months, of Apocalypse World Burned Over. And excitedly, last month we received an update to AWBO, as I call it, the rule set, the first update since 2021, I believe. And I'm not using all of it. I still don't like the XP system, but we are doing our best to use the battle system and the barter system and all the other systems. Speaking of systems, we are going to be kicking off this session with a love letter to most of the crew. Who are the crew, you might ask? If this is the first time you've jumped in 9 sessions in, you are bold and brave. But here, we'll do quick intros because it's been 2 weeks for us. So why not? Also, I just like to hear these guys talk about their characters. So we're going to start from the right-hand side of the character keeper, heading towards the left. Steven, if you could introduce yourself and remind us about your character.
Hi, my name is Stephen. Pronouns are he, him. I'm playing Maz Vandrix, whose pronouns are also he, him. And Maz is a basilisk. He has 4 arms, and he makes his living as kind of a mobile kitchen cook, kind of dining place kind of thing. But his passion is really about the secrets and what he can get from different people. Um, and that kind of stuff. So he always has his ears open and he's looking to trade in where the best loot, where the best finds are here on Jakku, and how he can try and work his way up.
And you have a new move that you've taken, which should help you with that. Do you want to briefly tell us about that cool new move?
One of the new moves I took was at the beginning of the session, I roll plus sharp, and I get hold, and that tells me I can name a person who's visiting my venue and ask what they're up to. Um, Another move that I swapped out since the last session was I added a security option to my venue, which gets me leadership for I think in the last session I had a swoop bike gang attack me, and I think it was Kratik, one of the named NPCs that we have, who is a Jawa, Nactic, and several of his Jawa friends helped defend, so they are now my security detail.
See, Noctic always wanted to like get an in, and this was the end. That's fantastic. I love that you have Jawa security. That those words have never been spoken together, and I love it. It's great. Thank you so much, Stephen. Next up is Jolene. Jolene. It's
Waiting for
four
the fourth
times? I thought it
one.
was just
Yeah, it's
three.
four.
Jolie. Okay.
Yeah, no. Hi, I'm Jolene, she, her. I'm playing Zolagol Mirialan. Did I
You
get it?
got it in one.
Ah!
Good job.
Not even the last session. She is a weirdo mechanic. She may or may not be force sensitive. I mean, look, that's how we're running most weird things in this game. But yeah, she's got a cool little thing that gives her advice, probably bad advice or bad feelings, but it's fine.
Yeah.
She's
Yeah.
a cool mechanic.
Cool. Brief announcement, because Jolene is correctly pronounced Barry Allen. This will be our last session. So no, it won't, because this is only my ninth wave Apocalypse World Bordeaux or Apocalypse World this calendar year. So there will definitely be at least one more session. Damn it. Cool. Thank you so much, Jolene. I appreciate it. Next up is Greg.
Hey everyone, I'm Greg. He, him pronouns. I'm playing Alin Trazic, also he, him. Alin is the much beset upon doctor. Um, he's somehow tied up with his own corporal, and the local magistrate guy is trying to get him kicked out. So he's getting out of Dodge. He's packing up. We're getting the whole medical suite together, and we're running away. Um, and then I just discovered possibly that Aza is stealing medicine from me to sell in the black market. So, which was my
Maybe
escape
she's
plan.
sick.
So,
Maybe self-medication.
yeah, I think. And then I didn't have anything. Yeah, I didn't have any highlighted questions or anyone for anybody. So, yeah, I'm giving
Cool.
it my hard hold, I guess. Ooh.
Yeah, you're trying to do that. Thank you for mentioning that because there's a reminder I put out there. Jolene, you have a HX rollover question pending to ask Rero. So speaking of Rero, Kay, if you could introduce yourself and tell us about your character.
Yes, hi, I'm Kay of the she and they variety, and I am playing Rero Variasa, blah blah blah. He, they, uh, who is our hot and angry kitty Cathar boy. He's recently maybe just started a war, shenanigans happen by accident. Sometimes you go to visit a friend because they joined a cult, and you're like, hey, maybe you shouldn't join a cult. And in that process, you steal away the cult leader's pleasure slave and incite a war. Oopsie. So now he's about to go have a meeting with another power player to attempt to bolster his side, I guess, as you do.
Oh, I love it when kitty cats first play in politics. It always works out well. Thank you very much, Kay. Last but not least is Andesh.
Hello, I'm Anders, he, him. I'm playing Asa Starbreaker, she, her. She is the operator. She works with a crew of Jakku locals who are trying to rebuild their lives, get some money after their village was bombed during the Battle of Jakku. She did not steal medicine from Olin to sell on the black market. She stole some medicine that would have gone to Olin if someone else hadn't looted it, and she used it to buy guns on the gray market. I think there's a very clear distinction here.
Completely agree. Thank you for that. I'm sure that that will pan out very well with Alan Trazic, who's a gray market kind of guy. Cool. So we are going to pick up with a scene with Rero Variasan, trying to make good with the Countess. And as I do, in the Zoom chat for all the rest of the players, you can take a look at the love letters that I've made for you because I'm going to ask you to read them aloud because that's always fun. There's a shared love letter between two PCs. I think I'm going to have Greg read that. But then there's a little bit where it says, Aza, you can make a choice. I don't want Adesh to jump in there. And so all you have to do is just read the box text at the beginning and then what stat you're going to roll with. Please don't roll ahead of time. I love the anticipation or the anticipation. So let us circle now to Rero Verazian. So Rero, you had boarded the lovely ship known as the Venture, a very high-tech, clean, and expensive looking. It has many machines that go ping. You had a brief but alluring conversation with your Chiss friend, but now we're just jumping straight
I believe
to,
it was a little more than a conversation.
well, perhaps conversation. But we're skipping to
Our
you.
bodies talked.
It's true. It's very true. But we're jumping ahead
Yes.
in this is our little cold open. And I think where she meets you, we're gonna go with something not the lounge this time. That was where you last had your conversation. I think
That is true.
it would be interesting if she meets you in the command pod. So if you take a look at the Jakku map tab, That is where I have stuck a picture of the Trident class assault ship as well as the Venture. And over there to the right is Allen's medical compound at Nima Outpost, which is no more. Oh, sad, so sad. But this is the command pod, basically the bridge for this
Yeah.
ship. Several seats, and then of course a captain's chair and some kind of like navigator type chair. All of these chairs very obviously made of expensive Calrissian leather, because that sounds like Corinthian leather, so I thought that would be amusing and roll off the tongue. The place smells pleasant to you, Raro. Like there is an incense that has been burned here that is pleasant and alluring. What what does it smell like, or what memory does it invoke with Raro?
So so I think it evokes the memory of the first safe night of sleep he'd had after abandoning his little troop for the Imperials. He had finally scrounged together enough money from odd jobs and things like that he had bought his first little like kind of tent thing, and he had set it up in an open area behind where some makeshift sort of night market was going on.
Mm-hmm.
And he may have perhaps been behind a brothel or something that had all these perfumed, or a perfumer or an actual perfumer. You don't need to be brothel, could just be a perfumer that had all these scents. And it was the first real night of like sleep he had had where he, Raro's always on guard. There's never a time where he's not on guard, but it was the first really good night of sleep he had gotten since that whole battle had happened in the destruction of Jakku, or the burning of Jakku, and all that had happened.
Very cool. You step inside, and seated at the pilot's chair, which is reclined, and she has her feet on some kind of like makeshift ottoman. It probably was pulled in here because it doesn't fit for some reason. Also in this room, with his arms crossed, leaning against one of the consoles, uh, to the side, not directly in your line of sight as you see the Countess, is one of the Countess's bodyguards, Jakera, who um, blaster pistol slung at his hip. Perhaps he looks jealous or something, maybe. But he's watching, arms crossed, and the Countess. Oh, welcome. Thank you for coming to visit me, Raro. I didn't summon you. Why are you here? What do you
Well,
want?
I had, and he goes, "Ah, well," and she goes, "What do you want?" And Rara pauses because wanting is such a new thing for him. And it's clear to her he's taking time to think about like what he is going to like. At first he was about to like quip and say something, but he's trying to be intentional here. I believe you have great sights set for Jakku and the area, and as you've proven, you can be a reliable and fair individual to deal with, given our prior interactions. The same cannot be said for another individual who holds power in the outpost, and that is Nima, the Hutt. I believe perhaps it would be best that you and I get rid of her.
I see. You and I. Help me to understand, what part do you want me to play you are? a very skilled warrior. Even Jakera must admit it. Jakera. Scoffs.
Scott.
All dark warrior, like
Well, the utilization of Jakera and perhaps Ivith, if you feel they are up for such an imposing task, in this action, as well as any other support that would be necessary or clout to perhaps stop others from assisting Nima in skirting about her end.
I see. So you want support and some kind of military action? Is that what you're asking for? Do you need Jakera's help?
Ooh, ooh.
And Jakera's like brow arches.
It is better tactically to be over prepared than to overestimate oneself. While I believe I am a capable warrior, as Jakera has seen, and I know, and as you are aware of, it is better to, I believe they say, stack the deck. Plus, it would be beneficial, would it not, for you to have Nima out of the way, so it's only fair that you give in part of her removal. And that will give you more validity in more claiming that I'm sure you want to do on territory if you were involved in that removal, instead of just a bystander on the sidelines.
I think you have laid the groundwork to initiate the move reason with someone. To reason with someone, propose a mutual course of action, and roll plus cool.
Mm.
I know.
I'm trying to think if there's anything here that I can use to help me. No, I think it's just a straight roll. A 10!
What? Against all odds, a 10 has been rolled with just the scantest of bonuses of +1. Good job. What were you going to say?
Oh, I was gonna say, and then I'm scared to say it now because I'll say it out loud and the world will turn on me. But this dice roller has been very good to Arrow.
True.
Except for his one no good, very bad day, which was good for plot. So I still think it was still being good to him, even though it was having him fail left and right. But I feel like it's been very good to his story. So thank you, dice roller.
I'm interested in this, Rero. But in full disclosure, I think you may have perhaps misunderstood some of my intentions. You might have noticed that I rarely leave the venture, that I have not, what is this phrase, put down stakes. There's a reason for that. Jakku is a dunghole. It is a wasteland. There is a great deal of opportunity here at Jakku now. Repurposing Imperial tech, scavenging, salvaging, all of this. There are opportunities at the current moment. That will not last forever. There are not enough resources on Jakku to sustain the people who are here. Nima the Hutt, as you have identified, is an irritant, a barrier to my aims, which are purely business-oriented. I'm willing to help you achieve your goals. I am also interested, Rero, in the possibility of you joining my team once we've settled everything here with the opportunities the Jakku presents. There won't be much left. I'll be leaving the venture. I could secure a bunk for you. What do you think?
And what is the price? Oh, sorry, go for it.
Sorry, you even you rolled a 10 plus, so you get the sense that agreeing for this is not just a one-time fight is what she wants from this bargain, is your future service, partnership, alliance, what have you. Feel free to ask the question. I just want to make sure that Rero gets that like she's saying, "Oh yeah, sure, I can help you, but just so you know, I'm out of here soon." And this just helps me get the stuff I want.
Yeah. And so I think Rero will pause because it's a fair offer, and she is right. Like there will only be so many mercenary jobs here for so long. How long will I need to be part of your team?
Now, well, I would assume that after this opportunity, we leave on the venture and we discuss further engagement. If you would like to remain with the team, but I'm offering you a ticket off of this sandball. There's nothing here for you, is there?
Oh, ooh, ooh, ooh. Is everyone who is currently on your ship leaving on the ship also?
They'll be given the option. If they foolishly want to stay here, they can, though I sincerely doubt any of them will be quite so foolish. Once the New Republic no longer needs to have a presence here, and if Nima the Hutt is gone, this place, I do not see much hope for Jakku.
I have a contract I must finish out. With Asa Starbreaker, where it will be done soon. It is not long-toothed. Her people have found some scrap, and I'm performing some guard duties to ensure that they are able to get their full worth of it.
Very well.
So I must finish out that contract, and then
I do not violate contracts, and I would like for you to maintain that as well. It could reflect poorly on my reputation, because I now consider us on the same path, Rero.
It's been a long time since I've walked the path with another. But I'm open to that opportunity.
Good.
I will put this out there, though. And I put this out there as a boon to you. Trying to remember what world. Duchess. I will put this out to as a boon to you. The ticket may not be just for me. I may have possible additions that could be beneficial for your travel, including individuals such as myself, mercenaries trained of the highest degree as I, with the same training and instillment, may be a possible adjoinement, as well as a medical tech.
Surely you don't speak of Alan Trazik.
No, absolutely not.
Oh, good. Oh, he is. I'm sorry.
Oh, no, I take no offense. Alan Trazik is of nothing to me, although I have prepaid for medical services should I need them, as I
I'm
perhaps
sure
like
he will
looks to the
be suitable for such things.
yes, but no. I see potential, and like he like this is so out of Rero's world, but he's like, I see potential in a trainee under him who could be perhaps so much more if under the right guidance, but also free.
I'm sure that we can negotiate this person's passage or their worth. We have a droid for medical purposes and don't understand why organics insist on medical work, but I'm open to the possibility. Now, if you are speaking of other Cathari, I don't think you're going to be quite as successful convincing at least one of your kitmates to come with us.
What do you know?
Hmm. Do you not know where Anabi is?
I did
Was
not
that the
know.
name that she used before?
I did not know that Anabi was still alive.
Well, yes.
And it was.
Doing quite well far away in Reestkey. I've met with her. She rules the place. I doubt she'll want to leave.
See, well, I know for at least now that Kinnam is around doing work similar to myself.
Oh, color me interested.
But it's nice to hear that. And he goes to say something, and he stops because he realizes that we're not friends here. He should not be saying some of these things. And he just says, well, thank you for the information.
Of course. It will be a worthwhile partnership. Now, the last thing, if I was simply interested in killing Neema the Hutt, I would have done so, just so we're clear. I am in a ship that has a large number of weapons. I could take off and decimate her temple. But that would bring repercussions. The New Republic is aware of her presence, and she has friends. So if you do choose to move against her violently, you should do so carefully. And the amount of help I can give you publicly is zero, but subtle assistance I can offer.
I have no problem moving quietly. I don't need notches on my belt loops, bedposts to prove what I am and who I am. I don't need to claim ownership of what I do. My reputation speaks enough for me, so I am happy to remove Neema without fanfare.
Excellent. And then I will help you with any of the blowback and offer what support I can in the actions that you choose to take. I will let you choose the path.
All right, I will think on forging that path. But what I do ask, and what I would like, is I would like to fight back to back with Jakara.
Very well, he's yours.
If you feel like
Jakara looks a little surprised, maybe a little hurt.
oh, baby. Is there anything else that you may? I know I have called the audience to you, and have come here and things. But is there anything aside from that that, since I am in your presence, that you wish of me, or wish to check in, or ask, or barter, or I don't know what people do.
No, this has been a very successful conversation. I look forward to seeing the fruits of our alliance. Thank you, Rero. I think you're going to go far.
I just simply wish to. Oh God, sorry, cat. Oh, adorable cat. No, no, Greg, bring back. It's the image. It is. Yeah. See, look, there's Rero, everyone. Uh, um, I don't worry about such things, but perhaps it will be beneficial to have someone else around me who does.
So, if
Yeah.
there's nothing more, you leave, and Jakara pushes himself up off of the console that he was leaning against, and they will follow you
Oh,
out.
one more thing. It smells delightful in here. What is it?
It is one of the few things I have enjoyed about about Jakku. Not Jakara, sorry. She said Jakku. Rich said Jakara. About Jakku, a particular oil. Jakara, if you could grab a small vial of it and take it with you when you attend Rero. Consider it a gift, Rero, like an advance or a bonus, as it were.
Thank you. And then his eyebrow raises quite a bit when the Duchess phrases it as you attend him.
Mm-hmm.
He raises an eyebrow.
Yeah. Now you see why he looked a little hurt, because he knows what she meant.
Yeah, I think he kind of does a little, especially now, and is like, whoa, whoa. That's again, feelings. What are these? Confusing. Hormones. Um, and Rero will respectfully give a bow to the Duchess because that is the right thing to do.
Mm-hmm.
And say, I look forward to our continued partnership.
As do I.
And we'll leave.
Cool. Jakara follows you out. I need to get the vial and my gear, I guess. Give me a moment.
I will, before they step away, I think Rero will reach out with a pawed hand and just like grasp their chin and look at them and say, do not pout while it is becoming on your face. We are going to do great battle soon. And I know you as a warrior will enjoy it. And I think it's like he like does like a Rero does like a look up and down and sort of then we'll go to pull away, but we'll pull away slowly enough that if Jakara wants to do something, Jakara can.
Oh yeah. Jakara, you could tell there's a moment when he's tempted, but they kind of push themselves back. They don't slap your hand away because you're the boss now, but they disengage. You still have the smell of the chiss on you. And then they turn and walk away.
Hilarious.
So, are we good bringing that scene to a close? Is that all right? Awesome. It is love letter time. We'll start from the top, heading towards the bottom. So, if you could, Greg, kick off with the love letter for Asa and Olin.
All right, so I'll read through to the bolded section. Asa and Olin. It's been a few weeks since you packed up Olin's clinic to move it from Nema Outpost to the safety of the Trident wreck. It was a ton of work and not without some trouble along the way. Let's see how bad things got. Olin, I want you to roll plus sharp.
Yeah, Asa, you can back his play or you can let him do all the work and focus on your own voodoo and take advantage on your ear to the ground roll. I think I'm going to back his play. Like having a medic out by the Trident is useful. And yeah.
Cool. I'm going to have you go ahead and roll HX ahead of time then, because you are choosing to do that ride or die. So let's have you
Cool.
back play.
Yeah. So my HX with all in is +2, and I just realized I don't have roller up. So I will there. About that. Dice +2 is a
Alright.
13. I give you
That's
so much help.
Yep, on a 10 plus, choose a benefit with the MC. So you can give a +1 or change some of the options. Okay. +1 to their roll, or they can choose one extra option. You
Choose
can
one
choose
extra option is strictly better, I think. Assuming you
probably.
don't miss.
It's true.
I
Well, if
do
you
that.
miss, you'll still get an option because your
Okay,
help is
okay.
doing
Then definitely choose +1 option.
it. Okay.
+1 option. Okay.
Yes.
All right. Let me biff this entirely. Rolling +2. That's an 8.
An 8? Okay, on 7 to 9, you would get 1,
1, but
but
I get
because
2.
of Aza's help, you get 2. Don't forget to mark sharp, and also,
No,
Rero,
thank
if
you.
you hadn't marked cool, please mark cool. If it's already marked, then sorry.
So on a hit, choose options. On a 7 to 9, you get 1. On a 10 plus, take 2. Option number 1 is Unker Plot hasn't trumped up some offense that violates New Republic orders to convince New Republic officials to come here and deal with you. Option 2, Corporal Metis didn't come with the squad. He's gone for good, and you replaced him with a local who is trustworthy and believes in the cause. Option 3, you've tightened up the clinic's health protocols and vaccination schedule and gotten everyone to abide by them. They hate it, but they're doing it. I will go with option 2 and option 3.
Ah,
Ankar
we
Platt has trumped up some sort of offense, and New Republic officials are coming here to deal with me.
awesome. That is fantastic. I'm very happy for these options. Yay. We'll circle back to you, but now I know what options you've chosen. So, when last we saw Maz and Zola, they were in a pitted battle with a gang of swoop gangers. So, Stephen, if you would, please read us the love letter from Maz.
Maz, when last we saw you, you were in a pitched battle with this raider swoop gang while heading out to the sinking fields to check out that X-Wing wreckage. Let's see how that fight and the aftermath went. Roll plus aggro. So let me roll that. That is a 5.
That sucks.
Yeah. So on a
Oh, I
hit,
didn't have a
choose
thing like
options.
so.
On
Yeah,
a
on a
miss,
miss. Yeah, sorry. I had that, but then I split those out in two separate ones. So sorry about that. On a miss, none of them are true.
none of them are true. Hugs and kisses your MC.
So, here,
And the options there are none of your crew or customers are hurt too bad. You defeated the swoop gang soundly and they won't be back. And a customer owes you big time and they will pay up. So
wow,
none of those are true.
none of those are true at all. That's awful. Okay, don't forget to mark aggro,
Yep.
and we will roll to Zola.
Okay. Zola, when last we saw you, you were in a pitched battle with Raider Swoop Gang while heading out to the sinking fields to check out that X-Wing wreckage. After you saw an image of an old temple with spooky red sigils on the ground. Let's see how that fight and the aftermath went. Zola, please roll plus hard. Where'd my dice go? All right. My hard is, I think, a 0. Ooh, but I get to mark the XP though.
Mm-hmm. Someone may have written the love letters to target particularly unmarked
maybe
stats.
that's a shame.
On a miss, none of them are true. Oh gosh.
Yeah. Well, mine's actually less bad, I guess. On a
Yeah.
hit, choose one. You took out one swiper ganger who had some cool stuff, which is all yours now. You had a bead on that where that vision was. It's pulsing your brain like a grit of an oyster, piece of grit in an oyster. Your life becomes untenable at some point during the so everything's actually a-okay.
Sure.
I
Sure.
don't have a bead on that thing, but at least my life's not untenable. I was gonna
Oh,
choose
you
the
could have
untenable
chosen
one.
that one. Oh man.
I was gonna choose untenable.
Oh, it would have been so cool.
Yeah, I was gonna
Oh.
change playbooks.
Oh shit. That's awesome. That is awesome. Cool.
C'est la
So
vie.
say la vie. That's what happens when we put things up to the rolls. Yeah. Oh yeah. Thank you for that format idea just to remind us of how bad they went. Oh goodness. Goodness, goodness. All right, let's circle back to Aza and Allen. Um so well, actually let's do the more immediate thing because Zola and Maz's impacts might cycle because they're more immediate and we're skipping a few weeks for Aza and Allen. So yeah, let's work out. It went bad. This swoop gang um here's our fun bad times. Stephen, I do this with adoration and love. Please take a look at
Yeah.
Maz's folks.
Oh yeah.
There are 6 of them. Roll a d6. That person is dead now.
Okay.
And we're just going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
2.
Oh fuck!
So that is Pleeks.
Mhm.
Pleeks fell off in the last session.
And she was running around underneath the legs of the crate's bait, trying to stay safe. And yeah, I don't think you step. I don't think that they step. Ooh, saved her. Ooh, so yeah, her life's untenable. I think what happens is that there's an explosion, and her life becomes untenable. She is downed. You guys fight a pitched battle. Um, you did not defeat the swoop gang. Um, they steal a good deal of your supplies. They board the crates bait. They steal some of your supplies, and they grab a couple of the customers that were aboard the crate and throw them over swoop gangs and swoops and zoom away. And Zola, you're pinned down. And I think the reason that you weren't as effective as you like is you were on a swoop bike, right?
No, I have a
No,
speeder.
you're what?
I have that muscle car speeder, remember?
Yeah. They don't destroy it, but I think part of this failure is that it's
It's a miss, not a failure.
yeah, nothing is fully destroyed when you're around Solikol, but it's
Yeah,
in
I don't
rough,
care
rough
about
shape.
look. Sorry, Miles, I don't really care about your place. My place takes some damage and she's just fuck this.
So you just kind of did him out.
Yeah,
Smart.
fuck
I
off.
mean, that makes total sense. Yeah, you took a couple of shots,
Well,
and
not my baby.
it's true. Your baby is very important. You do care more about things than people. Being a gear cutter,
I
and
got a space Hemi in there.
yeah, I think on the way out, you are shot. Do you have any armor? Because I think you're shot by some blaster carbine and take
I have
2
one of
harm.
those
You have 1
energy
armor,
things.
it looks like.
Yeah,
So,
personal energy shield.
ooh, nice. That's right. That's your 1 armor. No, boing. And you will take 1 harm. Go ahead and roll the harm move as you're trying to get the heck out of dodge. Uh-oh. It's a pound ref error?
I tried to switch it to
Oh,
10 and it said ref
yeah,
error.
I got it. I'll make it. I'll fix it.
Okay. So I just roll the harm I've taken in this thing, right?
Correct. So you're just going to roll +1.
There's an 8.
An 8. Let me see if I got this fixed.
Is that a basic or a standard?
Fudge. That is not right.
Harm move.
Oh, okay. It is
Nice.
a pound ref for everybody. I'll fix that.
You choose one.
I get to choose one from the 7 to 9. Delightful. I am going to choose. Ooh. You lose track of someone or something and you're attending to. I think you get lost in the wastes. Yeah, there we go. Cool. Cool. I am not going to obsess about fixing this pound ref error, but I am very
We
upset
know
about
it's a
it.
10. I can see the little number.
It's true. It's true, true, true. Okay. Let's pick up with. Oh, there is no 10 picture. 'Cause that's 11 and that's full. Okay, I'll fix it. We are gonna pick up with for Maz. Zola Goal was chased away. It looked bad. You totally understand why she took off on you. I'm sure. Seems perfectly legit. No problems at all. And Pleek didn't make it.
So I think whenever Pleeks goes down, that's whenever Zola takes off. I know things are desperate here. So I'm going to put out a call with a reward to come help. That I need a medic for Pleeks. That I need defense, and I'd like to drop some jingle on this.
Ooh. Very cool.
Because we haven't really seen much having to do with barter. And it's a stat. I want to use it.
Yeah, let's do it. That sounds fantastic.
Would this be... I'm not sure exactly how spending barter works.
So it's now a rollable stat.
Right?
Don't you have a move for this? Fingers in every pie, wouldn't that work?
Ooh.
Let me look. Oh, I do. Yes. Okay. That roll's cool. Yeah. So let's do that. Let me roll. Thank you for reminding me, Anders. My cool is 2. Okay. That is a 5.
Oh. Okay.
Does it say what happens on a miss?
Or do I just make a move?
It says it shows up for you with strings wicked attached.
Oh man, that's wicked. So you're using fingers in every pie and you're trying to get a thing.
I'm trying to get help, like defense or medics for my people.
Can I make a suggestion?
I would like to hear your suggestion.
I mean, it doesn't work out totally time-wise, but it could be the New Republic people.
That would be interesting. There's some wicked strings as well. Yes. I think the Swoop Gang, they've taken some of your customers, they've taken supplies. Maybe they're gonna come back, you're not sure. And then what do we think? Like what are those like a Clone Wars era were those gunships that carried the clone troopers into war? Does anybody remember what those are called?
Where's Cody?
The drop ships.
Yeah, like the drop ships. You probably have it in Lego, do you not, Steven?
I'm sure.
The LAAT.
Yeah, the LAA low altitude assault transport. Thank you very much. Yeah, baby. That's what comes kicking up all kinds of sand and drops down and a few Republic troopers hop out. Yeah, good job. Um, Republic troopers, because they're not stormtroopers, they are New Republic. They do have armor on, but you can see their faces. That's how you know they're good guys. Uh, oh, yes. Thank you very much, Dash. That is exactly what shows up. I love this baby. Awesome. So it comes in, and a bunch of people come and fan out to protect the crate, and they pick up Leaks and uh carry her. They're going to ferry her away to a medical facility. And I think that a couple of the New Republic troopers, who's in charge here?
And I step forward and I say, I'm in charge. Um, and I drag, was it Baba Joe?
Yeah.
Who took a shot at Zola?
Yeah.
I think so.
Did.
I grab
He
Baba
did.
Joe and I drag him out with me. I think my security team, Noctic, and the rest of the Jawas come out as well.
I think they took some losses
Oh yeah. Okay.
because otherwise they're not very good at security. So they got pinned down. They took some losses. Um, and then when some of your customers were taken away, they didn't shoot at them because they didn't want to shoot the people who were thrown over the backs of the swoop bikes. Uh, and the guy who asked, he says, I'm Lieutenant Pichelle. We got a report that you guys were under attack from raiders. Is everyone all right? We saw that the girl was hurt. We'll get her to medical facilities. There's a clinic in Nema Outpost.
I was hit by brigands and they took a number of my patrons. They headed off this direction. See what you can do to help them.
Cool. And he orders his troops to hop off of the lot, and the lot and takes off, heading back towards Nema Outpost. He orders 4 of the squad to stay here and protect the crate, and as they do, one of we'll say it's a Nautilin. She says, "Hey, LT," and she picks up this bag of drugs that was on one of the tables. LT, I've got some contraband here, sir. Um, Lieutenant Pichelle looks to you. Art, what is this? Is this some kind of drug operation?
No. This is a food operation.
Help me understand why you have contraband.
I have a number of customers. Maybe it was one of the people who were taken. I can't say what happened. I certainly don't sell such things. But
Cool.
this is not a secure place where I pat everyone down to make sure that they don't have anything on them.
All right, we're going to make sure that you guys are safe. But afterwards, what's your name, sir?
Maz Vandrix.
Afterwards, Maz Vandrix, I'll need you to come with me. We have a few more questions, but more important things.
Good. I appreciate that.
Cool. So let's cut away to Raro because we'll catch up to Asa and Allen shortly. But we'll catch up with Raro. So Raro, you leave the venture. Where do you want to go? What's your next action here, Raro? You talking on mute, Kay? Do you need to step away? Okay, we can we'll circle back to you.
Talking on mute and
Oh,
shenanigans.
okay. All good?
Yeah, all good. So what is his next step? I think so he's gotten this done, right? He's kind of confused about things. I think he's kind of looking for Zola Gold.
Really?
I
Well,
think that's one of the, I mean, there's a couple of options, right? The
mhm.
first option is looking for Zola Gold. I think then the other option might be maybe he tries to find out if there's any information around town about Kinham.
Okay, cool. Um, oh, good question. In chat there, there's a move called Bone. Oh, Bone Feel. Yes. Yes. Cool. Let's do the Raro first. We have
Oh,
two
sorry, one
things it
second.
sounds like.
I'm getting a phone call. Let me just deal with
Okay.
this, and then
Yeah,
I will
go
be
ahead.
back on.
We'll circle back to you. That sounds just fine. Awesome. So with that Raro thing out there, let's do some start a session moves. We're gonna skip some time here because I think vague time will pass with Zalagal lost in the wastes. That'll be fun. And also Maz is arrested and gets to be in jail with our constable because that's the only place to keep prisoners. That just it's Steven, is that okay, strings attached? Are you okay with
Oh yeah,
that?
that's perfectly fine. Yeah.
Awesome. Good. So let's circle around. Zolikol, what you've got Bone Feel? What other start a session moves do you have?
I don't. That's the only one I care about.
Uh
The other
well,
one's
we do
ear to
have
the ground.
yeah. You have ear to the ground as well? Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, let's hit those and then we'll have you live day to day
All right.
because we said we would do that.
Ugh. Day to day. All right. So first up, Bonefield. All right. There's a 10.
Nice.
So
How many hold does that give you?
hold 1+1. So 2.
Nice. I think the 1+1, the +1 part gives you some extra action when you move on it.
Right. If your hold was 1+1, okay. Take +1 forward now. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Then ear to the ground is cool. -1, baby.
What's name the location of one of your ports of call or another location you care about.
Let's see. What are my locations?
You've got them located around row 70 near the bottom there, Plaintive
Yeah, I
Hand,
know.
Twanil, Sinking Field.
Let's see. Sinking Fields, baby. No, Plaintive Hand. Plaintive Hand. Let's go with Plaintive Hand. There's a 5, baby.
That's less than good.
On a miss, word reaches you that somebody there wants your blood. Ask the MC who.
So
Make this
someone
move
at the
before you live
Plaintive
day to
Hand.
day. Yeah.
Fascinating. Okay, Plaintive Hand taking a look at our map. A plateau described as an outcropping of bent flat rock. The Ankarite sect regarded the plateau as a holy place, believing it was home to the consecrated Aramite thousands of years ago. And it is not far from the Valley of the Eremite, and pretty far away from Blowback Town. I think it would be interesting if...
Also, I wonder if I should have rolled the sandstorm move.
Ah, we should, since that's where you're at. That'd be
Yeah.
fun.
It'd be great. We could just skip the live day to day, and I can just deal with the sandstorm.
Sure, that sounds good. Let's just have you skip day to day because I know you don't like it. We'll have you deal with the sandstorm.
There's just so many.
It's so Darude. Yeah, I think Savo-Lot wants your blood. Yeah, someone's put a contract out on Zola Goal. Savo-Lot is after you. Wants Zola's blood.
I'm sure this one going more and still hunting me too.
And hunting for her near the plaintive hand. Cool. All right, you're gonna do the fun sandstorm when you head into the Jakku sandstorm. Roll plus hard on a hit, you make it through.
Okay, let's pick hard again. And I think my heart is 0. There's a 10.
Wow, on a 10 plus, pick one. You make it through without delay or without injury.
Without injury,
Oh,
I'm gonna
nice.
choose without injury because I don't know where I'm going. I'm just driving crazily.
Sounds awesome. We'll have you end up the plaintiff hand with Savo-Lot trying to deal with you. That sounds amazing.
So do I still roll the harm move?
Oh, good question. It's
'Cause it
0
says 0 harm.
AP. Yeah, so you roll plus 0, and it could potentially mess you up, but in ways other than harm.
Fucking insane.
I know. String of stuffs.
All right, so yeah. There's a
It's
3.
rolling plus 0. 3. That's awesome. On a miss, chooses 1. You're out of action, unconscious, trapped, incoherent, or panicked. It's worse than it seemed. Yeah, I think you're out of action. Like you are riding along. I think at one point you run out of fuel because there was a leak and you tried to patch it a few times, but boom, you go for a walk, following your instincts, and then the sand swallows you up.
Things are
And
not going well.
He's all like, and then you disappear with last the green hand, the Miriam hand. You disappear into the sand. That's amazing. Yay. Oh, so good, so good. Cool. Awesome. So let's deal with Rero, and then we're jumping forward to Aza and Allen. Kay, you back?
Yes.
Awesome. So what do you want to do?
Well, yeah, I guess one of my ideas
You
is
mentioned
maybe a
2
little.
ideas, so let's hit one of them. One was try to find Zola Goal, which sounds awesome. Or try to put the word out.
Or just find out information about my kipmates. I know the names of 2 of them now. Or at least I know the name. I know at least 2 of them that are alive.
Right. You could ask about all of them. You just only know the 2 of them are alive.
Yeah, and so I could put, the names out there and see if I get any information back.
Okay. You could drop Jingle. When you drop Jingle to buy something or cruise a marketplace, roll plus barter, you're looking for information, right?
Oh, yeah.
That's an option because you've got lots of barter. Another option is you could open your brain to the psychic maelstrom.
Can I do both?
You could do one or the other.
Mm.
If you fail at one and choose to do the other, that's okay, but you got to do one first.
Part of me wants to do. Well, I will. I can do both eventually. Is what we're at here, right?
You can do both eventually. Yes, of course.
Okay. So I'm gonna drop Jingle first, just because I've been wanting to do something with that because I have so much Jingle.
Uh-huh.
So let's drop some jingle and see how that goes. A 7.
A 7. So if we look at our moves, on a 7 to 9, your trading partner or the people of the marketplace consider you to be either rich or powerful. The MC chooses which. No matter what the result, the MC asks the MC how they treat you and what kind of deal or deals they make available to you. So tell me a little bit about Rero goes out with Jakera following behind to the marketplace here in the outpost. They have a lot more stuff to trade because the New Republic supply ship has come down. Just a general vibe of how Rero approaches the idea of trying to trade his mini jingle or their mini jingle for info on your people.
Yeah, so I think he does actually, start off with some of it as if he's actually just at the marketplace buying, he buys a Molotov cocktail and,
Sure.
Mentions that his current contract, because people know he's a mercenary in town, mentions that his current contract is starting to hit towards its end. He doesn't know, if anyone needs anything or perhaps if there's any other, or are there any or are jobs taken by other mercenaries in town? Is there anyone else, doing this kind of shtick around here? Maybe at one booth he'd make casual mention of being the only Cathar in town that he's met so far, and if there's anyone else, he's probably not that great at it, honestly, and that's why it's a 7. He's trying to be subtle. He's not great at it, and it's clear he's looking for this information.
Cool. Let me ask you, is he actually kind of terrible at it and Jakera steps in to offer a little bit of advice, or is he not bad at it and Jakera just looks back judgingly?
I think Jakera steps in and gives advice.
Nice. Cool. Yeah. Yeah. There's the point where you're paying way too much for something and Jakera steps in and negotiates a little bit and glowers at the merchant who is trying to take you.
Yeah, and usually
for a
Vero's
sucker.
so much better about this, and Jakera knows that, but yeah.
Nice. And I think the person that you end up, and again, you're seeking info on your kit mates, like writ
Yes.
large. Nice.
Writ large.
Writ large.
Yeah, because he doesn't know who else is out there. He knows that Kinnem is maybe somewhere on this planet as a mercenary. He found out that Anabi is ruling something somewhere. He doesn't even know probably what that is that they're ruling. And that's all he knows. He doesn't know how many others are alive, if any others are alive, where they are, who they are, what they're going by. So far, it seems like we've all kept our first names, but
Nice. Yeah. So here is what you get back with your the people see you as, okay, Rero's wealthy. Let's give Rero what they want. And you are approached by Jet, a character named Jet Siganek, who is a reporter of some kind. He wears very nice clothing, has some kind of audio recording device and a small cam droid that's a camera droid that follows him around. And he says, I have information on your Cathari people. I would be interested in setting up a reunion of some kind. I think that would be excellent as a heartwarming story. If you are willing to participate in giving me the full footage of this heartfelt reunion between two kitmates, I will make it happen for you, Raro Verisian. What do you say? And then the cam droid like comes around and does the like A shot, B shot as it's sliding between the two of you, and he puts his microphone in your face. What do you do?
ooh. I'd like to Do I want to read a situation or a person
You want a
here?
person? Yeah, I think
Yeah,
a
read
person.
someone. Yeah, we'll read someone. 10.
Oh, nice. You get to add 3 questions. Ask 3 questions in total.
Are you telling the truth?
He does know of another Cathari. He does. How can you tell? He slips a bit of information, not a name, but he says, I have seen a Cathari around town, and they have wished to remain hidden. I am an intrepid reporter, and I happen to know who they are.
How could I get you to slip up and actually like tell me their name and where they're at?
Ooh. If you insisted on getting drunk with Jack Siganek, he would let things slide because he's just so pleased with himself and
Okay.
excited.
And then how are I think what is it? How are you vulnerable to me? Wait, no, that's situation.
Oh,
Uh,
he's terrified of you. He has no weapons on him at all. He knows that you could just break him at any moment.
okay. Uh, yeah. I think all this will happen, and Rara will say, "Why don't we discuss the how this will work? I do not know much of these interviews and technology over a drink. My treat."
Ooh. He does a little finger thing as he slides his mic into its little holster, and then he will go with you to the local cantina to
Yeah, and I'm gonna get him shit faced.
awesome. Um,
Quick
so
question.
yes.
Is there something I'm supposed to check for the barter roll?
Oh,
Or
that is a great question. So no, it is a stat that you roll, and then at the end of the session we have that does your barter still make sense
okay.
kind of thing.
Okay. Cool.
Great. So yeah, you're gonna head off to the cantina, and here's what I'd like to see if like this is you need to get drunk with him.
Okay. Oh, goodness gracious. Okay, yeah. So, um, I think okay, I have to get drunk with him. So I think on the way there, I'm gonna slow down a little and turn to Jakara and say, "You are my retainer right now, or you are on my retainer right now, and I trust you. I'm going to make myself vulnerable to gather information to avoid a deal I do not want. My safety, as well as the assurance that I do not speak too much, is yours to assure."
I understand. I will not let this stupid reporter take advantage of you.
Thank you. So yeah, I'll get drunk with him and know that Jakara is there to basically be my best friend and hold my hand and make sure I'm okay and I don't go home with someone I shouldn't and all those things at clubs.
Awesome. Cool. So we'll cut away from that scene and we're going to deal with Allen. Because you made some rolls. Things did not go well.
Could have gone worse.
It could have gone worse. You got rid of Corporal Matus. So who have you chosen to replace Corporal Matus?
With, of course, Zola's permission. Not that, she's, neck deep in sand, but I think Mr. Bones may have just assumed the position as he
Very well. Although
very
I
well.
understand, assume the position means different things
There you
to
go, yes,
different
yes.
organics.
He just everyone just sort of fell in line. He's got the blaster rifle.
I look forward to telling other organics to assume the position with different context.
I think that's the one that makes the most sense at the
That sounds amazing to me. You also could make somebody up, right? But Mr. Bones sounds awesome, and I love it. It's great. And yes, so Corporal Matus gone, never to return. I'm sure. Well, he didn't come to the squad. He's gone for good from from that, and you've tightened the clinic's health protocols and vaccination schedule. However, the person who's supposed to be restoring the trident isn't here. She hasn't been here for a bit now, a minute, or maybe more than a minute. That's not great.
Yeah, I'll invoke one of my sixth sense things just to get a
Ooh,
feel for an insight of some kind.
that sounds
I think
amazing.
Allen is sort of set up the, the trident. I think Allen has sort of set up camp. Like there's like one of the arms of the trident, right, kind of comes out across the dune, and there's sand has built up on it, and he's sort of set up camp along that embankment. Um, and then he spends nights like sitting at the top, looking out over what is not the Dune Sea, because that's a different planet.
That's right.
Is the valley? Is that what it's called?
There's the huge
Yes, the Kelvin
Kelvin
Ravine.
Ravine.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks. We're on the same page, man. I was right with you. I like that. Yeah, the Kelvin Ravine, which houses the small settlement of Tuonel. Yeah. Cool. Okay. So, yeah, you have not heard from Zola Gol in a little while. You have things established at your new clinic, and you've got a squad that is there to protect you. Your um your Aussie is there happily helping people. Aussie has pointed out several times that you understand that now that there are less patients, it's going to be difficult for patients to come here, Master Trazic, because it is so far away. You have avoided trouble with the people of Nema Outpost, but now it seems that many people may die trying to procure assistance.
Oh, Aussie, we had to get out of there. It was getting too dangerous for us.
Understood. Well, I am sure if people truly need your help, they will find a way. And then that is the cue for the LAAT gunship to start heading towards the Trident. You see it. You recognize the sound. Trazic. And soon they arrive. There's the
I
small
would
contingent.
Before they get there, because
Yeah.
I'm pondering where Zola is.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe I don't know. Maybe we tie this in with the move. I would
You're
like to
right,
open
because
my
you were trying to get a
brain.
sixth sense, and I didn't actually help you with that. Sorry
Yeah,
about
no,
that.
it's okay.
The
Let's recontextualize it. I'm gonna open my brain
amazing.
to try and pondering where is Zola, because
Oh,
Zola
that
and
sounds
Maz like went off. I saw them like leaving, right? Um, so I figured they were coming back here, but they haven't. So I'm gonna roll plus weird. I'm really good at that. It's a 0. It's my best stat.
smart. I think 0 is not your best stat, though. Just to be clear, you have a bunch of
My most
twos.
interesting stat.
Okay, fair.
That's a 10. What?
Amazing. So open your brain. Is our when you open your brain to the world's psychic maelstrom, roll plus weird. On a hit, the MC tells you something new and interesting about the current situation. On a 10 plus, the MC should give you good detail and might answer follow-up questions. What you sense first is you open your brain, you're thinking about Zola Goal, and you feel this unfathomable dread settle upon your heart, all Trazic. When your vision opens, you see Zola standing with only a red light illuminating her surroundings. She's standing at the entrance of a dark subterranean temple, like a ziggurat. There are these sigils at her feet.
All in the vision reaches out and touches Zola on the shoulder.
Amazing.
Uh,
Yes, yes.
when I come to from the vision, who am I actually holding?
Uh, yeah. When you come to from the vision, who you're actually holding, I think. Like I was thinking of like the switcheroo that you're standing over Fleeks's body, but that seems is that too hard of a?
Ooh, that they brought Fleeks here on the LAAT.
Yeah,
Oh, and she's dead. Oh,
yeah. Her life has become untenable. She is.
oh, I like that.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, it's terrible.
Yeah.
And is it like I did the entire like trying to help her? There's medical stuff everywhere, and
Mhm.
yeah. Okay.
Yeah, you did everything you could. It was hopeless when you started. It was more about going through all of the
Yeah.
possibilities.
Um, Allen looks startled for a little bit and looks around. Um, I,
I think Specialist Mira is
yeah,
devastated. Like she's seen
she's over
people
there in
hurt,
the
but
yeah,
yeah,
she's over there in the corner, kind of slumped down. Mira, or listen, no, Aussie, uh, record time of death. Um,
understood. You did everything that you could.
yeah. And then it lifts around. Oh, who is this New Republic people who are here? Do we have
Oh
a?
yeah. So Lieutenant Michelle stayed behind. So this would be another corporal. And I think the other corporal we're gonna go with oh, it's great. I have to use this because it's in my names. Hope Turner. Corporal Turner. She is green and very excited to be here.
You know, Allen recognizes Pleeks, of course. And does not recognize this new corporal. Uh, Corporal, where did you
Turner.
find her?
She was with some drug runners, sir. They were
Drug
attacked by
runners.
some other gangers.
Maz isn't a drug runner. What drugs?
I don't know, sir. We tried to save the girl. Got her here as quick as we could. We went to Nima Outpost. Unfortunately, we're not notified that you had relocated the clinic, sir.
Yes, we had to. There was a battle here, and we had to relocate. Um, where
I
where
understand, but
exactly? And
but the
Allen's
lieutenant's
like,
going to be upset because because we lost her, sir.
uh, Allen's like frantically looking for a data pad. Where exactly did you find her? He's pulling up a map.
Oh, yeah, they'll point it out. No problem. Yeah, it's right here.
Ark! And he throws it across the because it's like the gang area or whatever. Oh, I'm gonna invoke the leadership. Um, we need to get back out there. Corporal, we need to get back on your LAAT and see if we find any more survivors.
Okay, invoking leadership. Is that a roll? I can't remember
It
on
is a
leadership.
roll. I roll
Yeah, I
plus
thought it
hard.
was. Ooh, nice.
That pretty much no matter what they do, it's just whether or not I take a bunch of shit for it.
Mm-hmm.
+2. Specifically, I'm trying to like find Zola somewhere nearby or evidence of Zola. And that's a 9.
A 9er on leadership.
On a
All
hit, they
right.
do it. On any hit, they do it. It's just whether or not they take +1 for doing it.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so everybody snaps to, and you're back on the lat with the troopers, and they take off. Who do you bring with you?
I will. Specialist Mira is coming with, if she's willing,
Of course.
or and I suppose Aza is with us
Oh,
too.
yeah, I was about to suggest,
Yeah.
like, do you want to bring Asa along?
Yes.
You want to go with them, Asa?
Yeah, absolutely.
Cool.
And I think there's a moment where like there's the wind, right? Because it's kind of open in the middle. Aza, we haven't seen Zola. We haven't seen Maz in weeks. We need to figure out what happened.
Yeah, I know. Work here has been standing still ever since she left.
Is that all you care about, Aza? Just the work on the Trident?
Of course not, but I hired her to do a job and she's not doing it. I had to deal with Maz as well.
Yeah. Damn it, Aza, if those drugs got back to Maz, he could be in a lot of trouble. Just a little
Ooh,
foreshadowing to throw in there.
Yeah. Yeah,
nice.
well, I I didn't bring anything to Maz.
Cool. Is that the end of that? Like that
I think so. Yeah.
tags that off? Okay, awesome. Because you guys got stuff to deal with, right? So you hop onto the lat and you are going to travel.
Oh, yeah. That conversation's during travel. Yeah.
Yeah. Sounds good. Sounds
Yep.
good. I unfortunately need to take like a 2-minute break to make sure my son wakes up because he should already be awake. Be right back. Cool. Okay. During break, Stephen, you had a thought or something you wanted to bring up?
Yeah, my suggestion was that the drugs that were found on the crates bait were the contraband that had been stolen from the supply area, and Aza sold that onto the gray market, and one of my customers got a hold of it, and that's what I'm doing time for. And on the flip side, that the trumped up charge from Unkar Plut is that Olin sold those drugs on the market just to tie everything together. Yeah.
God, that's nasty, man.
But of course, the people
Yeah.
who took Pleeks away weren't part of that conversation. So they dropped Pleeks off with us. We're going back. Yeah. But they're going to find out soon that I need to go into arrest. So it's going to be fun.
Yeah, this is good. This is good. It's so bad and good. Awesome. Rero, you are getting wasted with Jet.
Yeah.
And how does this feel? Have you gotten this
He's been
drunk?
drunk once before.
Okay.
And that was, remember, he was with that was before he had his first time like a day or two, actually it was a few weeks ago now at this point. Because we did the time jump. With Ebron. He had tried that chist liquor that made him feel warm. But other than that, I don't think he's ever drank before.
Man, you are lightweight. Luckily, Jet also uh, knowing you have lots of barter, leans on that and gets some of the expensive, very potent stuff.
Yeah, I think Rara would try to be like, name the Chiss thing and see if it's there.
Oh, yeah.
'Cause he knows he likes that.
Yeah, they just got a bit of that, and because they tried to pick it up to attract everyone to return. Jet is sipping, and then starts taking a little bit more. You're both getting a buzz. This is an open air cantina, meaning the heat
Mhm.
permeates the place, but there are these like circular fans that seem to.
Yeah. So like Florida.
Yes, it's very Florida. It's Florida, but it's less humid. It's maybe a little more Arizona-ish in
Arizona.
it,
Okay.
like low humidity, high heat,
Love it.
kind of thing that you don't sweat a lot because your body doesn't want to lose the moisture. Cathari, though, just like different cats. I don't know how cats deal with like hot and sweat and the like, and it's
He
okay.
likes the heat. He sits in sunbeams. We leave it at that.
There you go. That's right. You were baking on the sun the very opening. So
Yeah,
you're
I
talking to
sit on the
Jet.
front of Solo's car. Yeah.
Jet laughs. He's told you several stories. He likes telling stories.
Oh yeah.
This is off the record. You guys just getting drunk at this point.
Yeah, like the camera's away, like the droid's gone or is
Yep.
depowered. Like,
And he has his like bug that is like there are several empty mugs in front of him. We are coming into you guys having already participated in getting a bit drunk. Is Raro at least in this context happy, or is Rara one of those I get surly when I'm I'm drunk?
ooh, I think it depends on the mood of who's around him. I think he's a mirror drunk.
Oh, Jess very happy, giggly happy about sharing secrets and gossiping with you.
That's got to be so weird for everyone else here, especially Jakara, because I don't think anyone has ever seen Raro laugh.
And we do. We see Raro laugh in
Yeah,
this
you
situation.
see him not only laugh, you see him giggle because he's mirror drunk.
That's
So
amazing.
he's like mirroring, going off the energy of the person he's with. Yeah.
Yeah, cool, cool, cool. Jet says, "So, Raro, I am I'm so excited. I have been trying for weeks to land a story that will make it off of this place. Just something that will catch because you see, I was assigned here. It's a New Republic contingent. They thought that the idea of uplifting Jakku would be some kind of boon to the New Republic. But all of us here are a bunch of cutthroats and scavengers, present company accepted. And I've tried to find interest stories. We're not allowed to call them human interest stories anymore. You understand. I'm trying to find interest stories, and it's just been so hard. But here we are, you and I can reunite you with some of your kit mate. I'm so excited, and it's it's so fortunate to me because he's been under your nose all this time, just hiding away. But see, I am an intrepid reporter, and I've been able to find out that your kit mate is actually. You hear a blaster shot ring out, and his chest like opens up as a blaster bolt just passes straight through
No,
him,
Rich, you son of a bitch.
and then he falls to the table dead. Jakar is already pulling out his blaster pistol, looking around, and I would like for you to tell me what you do.
Hmm. Let me look at my character sheet real quick. Because I should have done a thing when I entered a bar and I didn't, but that's okay.
Oh, well, we jumped past it, but yeah, that actually would not have. This person wasn't in the bar, so
Oh, okay, perfect. There we go.
This was obviously a shot that came from outside the bar, like far away. Someone sighted in and shot
So
Jet in the back.
yeah, I'd like to read a situation actually. Via
Okay.
text.
That sounds just fine to me.
Although it's probably a little. We'll see. We'll see how I do because I'm drunk. So I'm tactically drunk. I don't know. Let's read a situation. Okay, so that's +1.
You're rolling plus sharp, which is
9.
already marked, sadly.
Yeah.
Okay, with a 9er, you get to ask a question. Ask the MC one
Ask
question.
2 questions. Sorry, read a situation. No, let's look at read someone. But I actually get to ask 2 because I
Oh,
get to ask an additional question, um, which is the free question of what is my enemy preparing to do?
oh, cool. Yeah. Your enemy is GTFOing as you and Jakara both scanning around. Jakara stepped out and has stepped around like if this shot came from here, I am standing here, so not another shot will come trying to protect you. You look over Jakara's shoulder and you spot the individual who did this standing up from on top of the well, basically one of the buildings here. And what do they intend to do? Leave. Leave. That's it. They've done what they wanted to do.
Yeah, so then I think my other thing with this read situation question is what's my best way to get to that person or to
Oh
catch
man.
that person?
Best way to catch the person. Great. You're gonna need to take off at a run, pell-mell to catch up to them because this is the length of Nima Outpost. This person has a very good shot.
Yeah. So yeah, I think we see he taps Jakara and is like, run now. And immediate like he starts to run and it's a little uneven at first because he's drunk. So but he's running pell-mell, but he's certainly not running a straight line. But he knows the direction.
Let's see you try something challenging.
Okay, so what is
That is an
what
aggro move, so you're actually surprisingly good at this. But you get to mark it, and you're gonna do something challenging, a physical action that might be beyond you, which is requiring strength, skill, great care, quick reflexes, patience, or hard work. Roll plus aggro.
11.
On a 10 plus, you're able to take it on. Ask the MC what you can accomplish, and no one could expect to do more. You take off at a run. This person, the assassin, has to travel across, drop down, and you're able to make it to see who it is. It is the deadly bounty hunter, Crixus Tane. You recognize his red cloak and his long rifle, and he is mounting a speeder bike, and he's gonna try to get out of here. What do you do?
Oh, sorry, where is Crixus on the
Oh, they are at
Oh, this.
C43.
Oh, and they're maybe working for Nima.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So they're going to mount. I think I just want to like knock them off of the bike and onto the ground and kind of pin them.
Oh, so you're attacking them. Okay.
Well, I guess well first I think he would kind of drunkenly like he's swaying a little, so he's like, "Stop! I have to speak to you about what you just did."
This Crixus Tate starts the speeder bike
Okay,
and
yeah,
is
nope,
not.
nope, then yeah, no, attack, get them
You
down on the
gave it a
ground.
shot. You tried to talk peaceably.
Mhm.
When you attack someone, roll plus hard. On any hit, you inflict them harm as established.
Hard, and then what's on my attack? Someone. Dun, dun, dun. Okay. All right, so I roll +3 again. That's a 13.
Wow. 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 Okay, on a 10 plus, choose two of the following against your enemy.
Actually, I choose 3 because I'm a tactician.
Okay, choose 3.
I'm gonna pin them down.
Okay.
I'm going to impress, frighten, or dismay them. Ask them, see how this changes the morale of the situation. And I'm also going, I want to seize hold of something from them.
They're wearing a helmet?
Oh yeah, because maybe that makes them feel more vulnerable or something like that, like because now it's like their face is exposed.
So Crixus turns, sees that you're like it's trying to take off, notices that you're trying to attack, and he turns and he does not have his blaster rifle out. He tries to fire this line like it's not really a grappling hook, it's just like some kind of snare or something.
Yeah.
That was part of his little forearm bracer thingy. Um, but you are so quick that
We see him fall. Can I describe something? Sorry,
yeah. What is
I
he?
think he shoots this net and Rero escapes it by ducking down to all fours, and then he immediately pounces like a cat on top of him. And then that's how,
Nice.
yeah.
Yeah, you slam it back on the speeder bike, and he tries to struggle, and then you snatch off the helmet. Like, is that what you
Yeah.
wanted? Okay, cool. Yeah, you like twist, and we hear the sound effect that we always have in Star Wars when the helmet is removed in more modern Star Wars stuff. You yank it off, and then you are shocked to find that this is Kinham.
It's Kinham. Yes. Oh, Rich, this is so beautiful and perfect.
Yay!
Wow. Have you had that planned for a while? 'Cause this guy's been
Mm-hmm.
on here. I love you.
Yep.
And I think, yeah, Rero's a little startled for a second because it's Kinham and the helmet's off, and I don't know whether he's impressed, frightened, or whichever one he did. I guess you would tell me. It says,
Oh, that's true. I am supposed to tell you.
yeah, you're supposed to tell me.
He's
Ask
not
Etsy if this is morale
frightened. He's not frightened of you. Um, how
impress
did
or
it change
dismay.
their mouths? It's like he is impressed. Um, he's impressed by how well you have defeated him in this. Yeah, I like that. And I think we cut
Oh,
away right there, that moment
oh,
of
can I
Kinham.
add one thing?
Sure.
So Rero's drunk in this moment, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he just found Kinham, and he's been dealing with all these wibbly wobbly new emotions and feelings. And I think this pin down turns into a bit of a hug, like a hug pin down. Like it's not like I've shoved you down now, but it's almost like an I'm hugging you to the ground bear hug kind of thing.
Okay.
Like, and there's a clear switch in position that I think is noticeable at Kinham. And like a purring sound starts to emanate from Rero's chest because Rero's drunk.
Yeah. I think there's a moment where Kinham's like claws out, and then there's the hug and it's the confusion, and Kinham isn't sure if this is some kind of weird attack. But then the purring. And I think we cut away with Kinham's face just unsure.
Yay.
Sola goal. You fell into a cave of some kind. There are stone tiles underneath your feet. The that little thing that you'd found, it floats up in the air and starts to glow and pulse that red color. And from that light, you see that you are in, yeah, some kind of cave, and there is in front of you a place from your vision. What do you do? We can't hear you, Jolene.
Oh, my mic was off.
There you are.
Right.
Gotcha.
Right. Okay. So, well, shucks, this is one hell of a pickle I'm in. And like, she's just gonna walk forward. There's nothing back, right? Like she's not gonna claw her way through the
There's no up
sand.
either. That
Yeah.
hole that you fell through, it's like the sand has covered it up again.
Right.
You're in a box canyon. I am a railroady GM is what I
Yeah.
am, obviously.
I'm gonna pull out my doohickey.
Yeah, it's
my
already
little
out.
relic.
It's
like, hey,
floating near you.
yeah, hey, it's
like an
gives me
Ioun stone
advice,
or
right?
something.
Also, should I do the EA checks question for Rara?
You should. I keep teasing it. Yeah. Why don't you, while you
Look,
stand up,
it's you know me better than I'm more open to you than I was. You gain +1 HX with me on your sheet.
So that's the rollover for HX from
yeah.
last session.
Yeah, for
you're
Raro.
choosing to give Raro one more HX. That's cool.
Yeah, makes it's easier because also like we're on wildly different scenes. So right. Yeah, so she's just gonna keep wandering forward. Yeah, like, I'm gonna open up my brain. Open up my brain.
That's a thing you should do for sure.
All right, hey, what's going on here? Right. There's a 12.
A 12.
I got a great feeling about this. Just gonna
Amazing.
ruminate.
Oh,
Meditate.
cool. So you open your brain to this, and the
I guess it's a
holocron.
13. I technically have +1 forward.
Oh, okay. That makes a difference. Yeah. Thank you for good job.
Totally.
You're even better at it. It's amazing.
So
That's right. You had your +1 forward. Yeah.
I
that's
always
true.
forget about +1 forwards, and they're never useful.
They're always useful. You just never use them.
No, they always happen on like when you roll a 3 or a 12. So it's just like there's no difference in this roll.
Yeah. I love how newer generation PBTA games, like some of them offer you to like tick up a level, then it actually feels momentous. But yeah, I get you.
Right. So yeah, she's just gonna mosey on down.
Yeah, you open your brain, and I think that is when the holocron opens.
Oh, well, this is new and exciting.
And a bright red light shines in front of your face.
Color.
And that is where we unfortunately cut away, but we will start with you next session because I would love to have time to make sure that I have some good box text for this wondrous thing I didn't quite expect was going to happen. Yay! Not this early. I love it.
We gotta like go in 15, right?
Yeah, we do. We do. Yeah. So we have Moz, and I think I want to have Allen arrive at Moz's place as Moz is being arrested and held, right? I think I want to see that. And Aza, you came along, 3 PCs together. Oh my God. Sweet. So the LAAT lands near, and you see Allen, there are, and Aza, you'd recognize it as well. The crate, she's taken shots, like things is bad, is not good. This is still, she's smoking, like probably functional, because I wouldn't destroy 2 of Steven's vehicles in one campaign. That's mean. But she's in rough shape. And if I remember correctly, like one of the legs was almost inoperable. And that was before you rolled a bunch of misses. So Allen, you come down. The corporal is there with you. And I have a pick for Lieutenant Bichelle there, and Allen, we defined Allen's a lieutenant as well, right?
Yes, I think so. Yep. Because
Cool,
I outranked Corporal Mattis. Yeah.
Yeah. I thought we had. I just want to make sure that I didn't misremember. Awesome. Azo, what's your reaction when you see that the crate is in such rough straits? And you're the one, Aza. I think, Allen, you haven't quite noticed it, but Aza, you just know where to look. You see that Moz is 4 arms are in binders.
I think I just lean over to all in. This could be a bad situation. We should be ready to get out of here.
It looks like they got shot up pretty good.
Yeah, and I'm not sure I trust your compatriots here.
And I think that, this could be the cutaway moment for it. That's the moment where Olin realizes, like, but what the hell is the New Republic?
Yes.
I'd like to read a sitch here.
Awesome.
Yeah, to see what's going on. Rita Sitch is sharp. Specifically, what I'm looking for is to see if I recognize where those drugs came from. That's an 8, and on Rita Sitch, I get 1 question. What represents the best opportunity for me to know where the drugs came from?
It was still in his packaging. If you could show somebody that it's got the New Republic markings on it, it'll be very obvious that came with the shipment.
Okay.
So, the door opens up and you guys all step out onto the sand, and Lieutenant Bichelle comes up. He doesn't salute you, right? You guys are the same rank, so he just comes up. Lieutenant Trazik, I've heard a lot about you, sir. Your older brother, he's an inspiration.
Thank you, Lieutenant. And
Bichelle.
That's Bichelle. And that's when Olin actually clocks Maz in binders behind him.
I'm not sure if this is good or bad, but previously I've picked up the reputation move. So when I meet someone important, they've heard of you, and I would assume that the commanding officer here would be someone important. So I roll plus cool, which is
on a miss. They've
get a
still heard of
12.
you, but the MC tells you what they've heard. Oh my.
Yeah, but I get a 12. So
What? It's awesome.
So I get to tell the MC what they heard. Yeah, okay. So I think he's just heard that, yeah, Asa is a trader who works with Olin. It's like nothing that special, just someone who's around and gets things.
No, 12. Just something heroic that he's heard of. You've done something important.
Oh, okay. Well, obviously, we fought off that what was the tentacle beast thingy?
Oh yeah, the Rathtar?
The Rathtar, yeah. I mean, I was part of that. That was mostly me.
That's it. That's totally it. He's heard that you're the Rathtar defeater. That's amazing. That's good. I gotta put that in the NPC note.
Layer.
Yeah, the Rathtar Slayer. See, I was trying to keep it low key, and now you goaded me into.
And I am proud of myself for that. I made the right choice. Cool. So Lieutenant Bichelle, he's talking to you for a minute. Trazik, he starts to give you the report. He's like rattling off that there was a gang. We received a report that there was a gang attacking this mobile restaurant. It turns out that this restaurant's actually a drug operation, sir. But luckily we were able to stop the young girl were you able to help her, sir?
Alan's eyes meet Maz's. No. No.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. And then he sees Aza. Aza Starbreaker? The Rathtar Slayer?
I don't call myself that.
But you don't deny it. The tales are true. There was a Rathtar on a ship. It was killing people, and you slew it.
I didn't. Hmm.
You're
Ooh, how
much
would
prettier
you
than they
just
say.
um, I didn't do that alone. There were more of us.
How do you know about that, Lieutenant? How do you know about that? Sorry, what's that name again? Michelle?
Michelle. Uh,
Because it would
oh,
have been in my reports, right?
yeah,
So,
it was in your reports, Lieutenant Trazic. And also, in the report I got from Lieutenant Walden.
and why are you reading my reports, Lieutenant Michelle?
Well, we were here to resupply, and the corporal says, Lieutenant, I need to talk to you. It's urgent, sir. Sorry, Lieutenant Trazic. And she guides him away, and he seems upset by what he hears, and he looks back at you. Then obviously she's like, no, don't look at them. And then she finishes her report, and he marches back up. You've relocated the clinic? That could have cost that young girl her life. That did cost her life, sir. You were
Hey,
not
hey, you
authorized to
don't
do
put
this.
that on all in. I mean, Lieutenant Trazic.
Yeah, so you're right.
And he stubs his figure in your face, and I think that is where we will cut that, because I want to make sure we do end of session stuff for folks, because we do have to cut things a little bit short. Cool. So we have Zola Gold heading to a temple. I'm mostly rephrasing this for me. We have Raro with Kinnem. We have Maz in chains, Aza Starbreaker, the Rathtar Slayer, and All in Trazic with 3 PCs and one. This is amazing. I'm so excited. So excited. So let's go through our end of session stuff. We'll start with Aza. Who knows you better?
Gotta be all in, right?
Okay, cool. Are you satisfied with the galaxy and your place in it?
Nope.
Okay, market improvement. Does your scavenge choice still hold true?
Very much so, yes.
Okay. Raro, who knows you better? And if you didn't interact with anyone this session, you can choose one at your whim.
Yeah, I'm gonna look really quick and see who it would be fun to give to, since I didn't really interact with anyone. I'll throw it to Maz, because maybe Maz heard from the other bartender about me getting drunk at this other establishment. There we go.
That sounds
Boom.
awesome. I love that. Are you satisfied with your place in the galaxy?
I think he kind of is right now. He's got this deal to deal with Nima. He's got Kinnem in his arms. He's drunk. Like,
Okay, cool. Take it easy until something changes. And then does your scavenge choice still hold true?
yeah.
Okay, cool. Then let's move to Allen. Greg, who knows you better?
I think it's Aza.
Okay. Are you
Ooh,
satisfied
that
with your
puts
place
me.
in the galaxy?
Oh, yeah. No, I think I'm about to get arrested.
Yeah. And then does your scavenge still hold true?
Yes, I changed it. I think from last session. Yeah, I am not doing well financially.
It's true. Zola Goal, who knows you better?
I'd say Alan,
Nice.
because they reached out, Force or
I love
something.
it. That's true. Through
Yeah.
the Force or through the Maelstrom. I love it. And are
Same
you
thing.
satisfied with your place in the galaxy?
Yes.
All right, cool. Take it easy until something changes, like being at a Sith temple. And then just for yourself, does your scavenge choice still hold true?
Yeah. I'm
Okay.
pretty sure.
And then Maz, who knows you better?
I think Aza knows me better.
Okay. Then are you satisfied with your place in the galaxy and
I am
inside of
not.
a cell? No? Okay.
I
All
am
right. Mark an
not.
improvement.
Right.
And then does your scavenge choice still hold true?
I don't think it does, because my venue's been torn all to crap. So yeah.
Okay. We'll have to work out a new scavenge choice for you then. We'll do that in the intervening time. Okay. Cool. So I've gone through all of those. Um, Mostly because I like to hear it and code it into the keeper. I don't know. Nah, I don't want to rush it. Okay, so we're going to stop here. We will do stars and wishes in our little Discord chat. So, friends, if you could do that, I very much appreciate it. That way, you get to take your time, consider it. I do want any wishes, or tell me if you don't have any wishes, and we'll have a full session most likely next week, unless my son's. No, my son doesn't even work on Saturday, so we are good to go. So, thank you all so much. We will bring the recording to a close here.